How's it going, everyone? Like I said, I may have recorded one right afterwards or whatever, but as of right now, it's still on the same day. But I did have another one that I wanted to talk about, which was I don't love. I can agree with some of them, but I don't love the gaming community. What I mean by that is I love the gaming community to a degree, but I dislike it at the same time because you have elitists. You have people who are all about fighting games. I have no problem with that, but don't go shitting on every other genre of games. I love fighting games or shooting games. I just said fighting. I love shooting games, but don't go shitting on all the other ones, other genres, or all shooters in general. Because I mean, you have your Halo, Battlefield, Call of Duty, blah, and everyone just wants to play the goddamn game. If it doesn't follow the same formula or if it changes things up, deal with it, play the game, enjoy it. One series I'm not too fond of is real-time strategy. I'm not the biggest fan of real-time strategy, and that's just me. I can't speak for everyone. I think the genre, it can be fun, but it's not something I actively seek out. Whereas, you have people who are solely dedicated to shooters, platformers, puzzles, or platformer puzzles, adventure, open world, story driven, whatever. And with that being said, it's just I hate hearing so many complaints because it's like, oh, I refuse to play that game because it's this brand or this publisher, blah, or it's this genre of a game. And the gaming community really pisses me off when it comes to that, because then you have the console wars, which, I'm sorry, as much as everyone hates to admit it, the PC will always outperform the other systems until you can interchange your PlayStation, your Xbox, your whatever other systems are out there currently, DS, whatever. PC will always have the best because you can always change out your graphics card, your motherboard, your speakers. You can always get better gear. You can make studio professional stuff and just have it be a god. And also with that is that I've noticed somewhat the community is a little bit more helpful on PC. I mean, I've played a couple games here and there, and the community helps you out. It's like, oh, I haven't played this in forever. Oh, we'll take you to a private match so you can get comfortable while we fuck around, or so on and so forth. Or we'll just explain certain things to you again, or we'll guide you in the right direction. You don't really get that on consoles. Consoles, you get a lot of shit talkers. Almost on every game I've ever played, you have shit talkers. You're a hacker. You're cheating in some way, shape, or form. You're doing this and that. You're playing unfair. You're camping. You're whatever, you're spamming, you're playing too much zone, blah 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 blah. I mean, yeah, there are times it's blatant where it's like, again, in any type of shooter, you have that one person sitting way out into the distance and he's just sitting there with a sniper. Yeah, of course he's camping, but on some games I will defend it. Call of Duty, Halo, not so much. I mean, I'd rather actively still be moving and shooting. Battlefield is one where you kind of have to find a spot, plant yourself, and deal with it, because sometimes those maps are really huge, and if you want to snipe, you're going to have to be very, very, very patient, unless you know the right spots, but even still, you can just get swooped up from behind and taken out. But one thing I find myself doing more and more and more is I find myself trying to find games I can play with my friends, or that I can play by myself. As of right now, I haven't played Overwatch in probably a good 2-3 weeks. And the reason behind it is because I'm tired of just recording myself. So I'm tempted to throw in my mic and talk to whoever's inside the lobby and try and see if I can start something up with them and record that. But it's a little bit trickier than that, because I mean, I'm not going to be with this one person the entire time. Whereas like Destiny, when I record those, I have at least my brother or another friend on. That's what makes it fun for me. That's why I still go back to that game. Destiny is not the greatest game by far. Call of Duty is not the greatest game. Halo is not the greatest game. Blah 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 blah. It just depends on the person. It depends on what caters to you. Like one of the series, when I can, I should say, I am going to be getting all the DLC for Mortal Kombat, and boom, I don't care if I'm by myself or if I have the other person on chat or whatever, I am definitely going to be playing and recording a lot of those. So you're going to see me from no level to 150,000 different losses, because I'll probably win like one game after every 30 games played, if I'm lucky. I'm going to practice a little bit. I'm going to toy around with it. I'm going to participate as best as I can into that, but I am going to do my best. I have a friend who is very active in the fighting game community, and he wanted me to play against him a couple times and whatnot, so I hope I can go against him and just kind of record our little fuckery, but it's not a guarantee. But for sure, that will be a game. Hopefully, I'll start recording within a week. Hopefully. But as of right now, I'm going to be focusing on the 2 Let's Plays I said, which are Last of Us and Evil Within. As right now, as you can see, Last of Us has already started, which I forgot to mention a while ago. And yeah, I mean, this little rant was just to say that the gaming community is going down, in my opinion, because I mean, you have so many passionate people who are so fond of video games, but they choose to only like the ones and not see the negative side of it, you know? Like, they don't see the problems they're causing towards it. They're making people turned off from video games. They're making people pissed off at people who play games because, you know, of whatever reason. Like for instance, you have, you know, a big style of like animation game or anime games where they're like very from comic books, manga, whatever, TV shows, so on and so forth. And they adapt that into the game, and you have those elitists who will either nitpick it or praise it, and then you have a casual person who just wanted to try it out and be like, oh, I didn't like it for whatever reason, and they just jump all over that person and say, well, you don't know, blah 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 blah. And it's like, I can understand to a degree. I can understand, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. Like I said, my major games are usually fighting, but as you can tell right now, most of it's been like shooters, and any type of shooter. I mean, I don't think I've played just a regular straightforward game like storyline. It's all got guns. But in general, it's just, I mean, I don't mind that. I mean, I prefer to kill stuff. That's why I play games and record games, that I'm killing stuff. That's what I prefer. I'm not going to sit there and say this is boring because I had fun. But I hate when you have to defend your series so much and get so mad at other people for not liking it. And that's why the community to me feels like it's going way, way, way down. And I personally feel that it's hurting the gaming community. And I don't choose PlayStation over Xbox, and I don't choose Xbox over PlayStation. I don't choose PC over console. I play games that interest me. I don't have a one right now, but when I get a one, trust me, I'm going to be on that too, because I have a bunch of friends who have it, and I want more footage to do. And like I tell everybody, the only reason why I personally have a PlayStation 4 right now is because I never ever got to play with my brother online. Like, we would play split screen or we play locally, but we never like really got to actively engage online when the PlayStation 3 was really big, because I went to a 360. The only reason why I went to a 360 is because most of my friends had it. I'm not an elitist in any way. I don't care about this one's better, that one's better. Good for them. I want games. That's all I care about. What's wrong with that? That should be your main thing, is you want to play the games. You don't want to sit there and be bored. If you care about games, you want the games. You don't have to judge everybody for it. I mean, again, there's a lot of people who don't like the Dark Souls series. I love it. Oh well. There's a lot of people who don't like fighting games. I love them. Oh well. I'm shit at them, but I love them. A lot of people don't like shooters. That's fine. I love them. No one likes story-driven games. That's fine. I love them. You know, I can go down the list for days. I'm sorry I already went on that small little just blah, 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 but it's true. The gaming community is about games, not about shitting on each other. I mean, you can say, yeah, you suck to a friend, but like to random, like when you hear like little 12-year-olds on games, I mean, yeah, they deserve to be talked to, but not by you, realistically, because I mean, they're sitting there shit-talking you. Yeah, it gets on your nerves. Yeah, it pisses you off, but that's not really your place. I mean, if you want to retaliate, by all means, that's totally on you. I can't tell you to go actively do that. But one of the things I do say is that you got to remember that they're still going towards that one series, and they're becoming those elitists, and they're becoming those people that you personally are already shit talking, but then you become one of them because you're, you know, attacking little kids, you're attacking your friends, blah, 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 blah. I just don't like where it's going. I mean, most of my friends I do talk to about games, thankfully, they're very, very respectful, and unless we're with each other, we're not really shit talkers. We'll call bullshit, we'll say lag, obviously, but that's because either the server's bad, we're just doing bad and we're salty, or we're just being assholes as general. Or otherwise, you can blatantly see frame rate drop. You can blatantly see the button input delay on your end, not through video sometimes, because you can't see, you go, I pushed a button, and then you see that attack. You can feel it, but you can't really show it in a sense, you know? Unless you already know what I'm talking about. But other things in general that really, really just bug me about the community is the fact that no one can really express how they feel passionately about some games unless it's the popular ones. And even, like, I mean, I talk about games, like, I've had such a big itch to want to play a lot of PlayStation 1 games, N64 games, some PlayStation 2 games, and, you know, like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Jaguar, all these other old consoles, more than I want to be playing current gen, you know? Because they have a special place in my heart. And when they have a special place in my heart, it's one of those I just would like to show everybody. That's the only reason why on some games, like Dark Souls, the only reason why I did Dark Souls first was because I felt very comfortable with that game, and I played that game I don't know how many times. So that was the only reason why I felt very, very comfortable playing that game. Only reason. Other than that, it was really, really frustrating. Also, if you guys ever do decide to watch that series, I warn you, don't ever watch the first 15 videos. I'm telling you right now, it is horrible. Absolutely horrible. No editing, no cuts, just fucking fail after fail after fail. Anywho, other games I would like to try and record, I just feel it would be a stupid long time, would be like the Fallout series or the Elder Scrolls series or anything big adventure-y like Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto, blah, 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 blah. And the only reason why I say is because, for one, I don't have anyone to play with. Two, that's a lot of exploring that I have to edit out, or that's a lot of random dialogue I'm not sure if you guys want to hear, and I don't want to just make you guys sit through it because then that just wastes the video. I don't want to go through it because then, I mean, I felt bad enough like on my BioShock series where I had to constantly cut out me just scavenging, like looking through trash cans, looking through bodies, looking through this gun, or do I want to pick that gun, you know, all of that stuff. I mean, it's part of what you want to do. I mean, obviously, if you're trying to do a Let's Play or you're trying to record that series in general, some good things can come out of it. But it's one of those, if you're not very consistent with it, or if you're not really invested, it's going to be really, really, really long. And then you're grinding on yourself. So it's like, for instance, you can play Fallout and just the starting part right there, I mean, you would have to cut out so much. You don't have to create your character pretty much perfectly or whatever, or you can, but then you have to edit all that out and then just get through the storyline, drive it up, then go through whatever misfit bullshit you do. But even once the game starts to progress and you start doing better and so on and so forth, you still have random encounters that you would love to like put in the video, but is it really consistent with what you're trying to do? That's the problem. And I just hit my mic, I apologize. And that's some new changes too. Obviously, I've got a mic stand now, a better one. It's not like just sitting right here in my face. It's not like, but I also have that mic stand. I have, you know, the cover so that way I can do the little and not pick up like a very big impact feed on my audio. And the only other thing, I'm going to do my best to try and edit it in here in this video. In this video somewhere, hopefully like across my face, up here in the top right. Well, for me, it's top left, and over here, whatever. I would love to try and edit it in, but I did officially get a Twitter. I will post it either in the description below or somewhere in this video. And I'm not trying to be like, follow me or, you know, blah, 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 blah. It's just that if you would like to know more about my internal, not struggle, but debates on what I want to do, it's easier than just pointing a camera at my face, recording a video, talking about what I want to do, and then hoping and waiting for feedback. At least this way, it's almost an instant thing. Like, you retweet at me or you whatever. It's like, you know, we're able to text without you having my number and whatever, which is a good thing to a degree. But in general, I just figured I'd let you guys know, and I hope you guys enjoy. And I do apologize for just, you know, really, really being a little asshole for bitching and moaning and so on and so forth. It's just, it's so much easier to bitch and moan than be like, so I prefer to bitch and moan. That's all I can say. So in general, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you look forward to some of the stuff I plan on doing. I mean, like I said, I've got Mortal Kombat coming out here in a few short weeks. Destiny's going to have some new stuff coming out, so I'll be more on Destiny 2. Overwatch has got a big patch update and whatnot, and I need to get onto that, and they have new characters that I haven't played yet, and I just got to grind on a lot. But one thing I will say right now, it's so much easier for me to record the Destiny footage because I have my friends on there more active. Sorry, I got distracted for a sec. It's easier because there's more content with them. Overwatch is super, super hard because I'm usually by myself and no one to communicate with. So I have to find stuff that made me laugh and then hope you guys laughed at it too. But I'm going to try and change that. We'll see what happens, but I hope you guys look forward to that. At any rate, I will talk to you guys later. Excuse me. I'll talk to you guys later, and I will hopefully be back really soon because I have to edit quite a bit of stuff since I've had like a 4 or 5 day delay from uploading, and it hasn't been at like 9 o'clock or Pacific Standard Time in general. At any rate, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.